Hello everyone, welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. We are very happy that you are listening to us today. This podcast is made especially for beginners who want to speak English in daily life, but feel confused about what to say. Many learners know English words, but they don't know how to talk about their daily life.
Hi everyone, I'm Lena. Today's topic is very easy, very common, and very useful. We are going to talk about how to talk about your daily routine in English. Daily routine means the things you do every day, like waking up, eating, working, studying, and sleeping. If you can talk about your daily routine, you can speak English more confidently.
Yes, and don't worry. We will use simple words, short sentences, and clear examples. So relax and learn with us. Lena, let's start with a basic question. What does daily routine mean?
That's a great question, Paul. Daily routine means the activities you do every day or almost every day. For example, waking up in the morning, brushing your teeth, having breakfast, going to work or school. These are all part of your daily routine. Talking about daily routine is very common in English. People often ask questions like, "What do you do every day? What is your daily routine?" So learning this topic helps you in real conversations.
Yes, and beginners don't need long or difficult sentences. Simple sentences are more than enough. Let's talk about the morning first, because the morning is the start of our day. Many beginners want to talk about their morning, but they don't know how to begin. Lena, how can beginners talk about their morning routine in English?
That's a very important question, Paul. Beginners should always start with very simple sentences in the present tense, because daily routine is something we do again and again. They don't need long grammar rules. They only need short, clear sentences that describe simple actions. For example, they can start with sentences like, "I wake up at 7 a.m." This sentence tells the time and the action, and it is very easy to remember. After that, they can say, "I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower." These sentences are about basic morning activities that almost everyone does. Once beginners feel comfortable, they can add a few more actions. For example, "I have breakfast. I drink tea or coffee. I eat bread or eggs." Then they can continue with, "I get ready for work," or "I get ready for school." All these sentences are short, natural, and very useful for daily English speaking.
That makes a lot of sense. Even I can easily talk about my morning using simple sentences. For example, I can say, "I wake up early in the morning. I read the news. I check my phone. I leave home at 9 a.m. I don't need difficult words to explain my morning."
Exactly, Paul. And one very important thing for beginners is this. You don't need to speak fast. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Take your time. When you speak slowly, your brain feels relaxed and your confidence grows.
After the morning routine, most people go to work or school. This is a big part of daily life. Lena, how can beginners talk about their work or study routine in English?
This part is actually very easy if beginners keep their sentences simple. They should focus only on what they do, not on perfect grammar. If someone is working, they can say sentences like, "I go to work every day. I work in an office. I work in a shop. I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. These sentences give clear information about their job and working time. If someone is a student, they can talk about studies like this. "I go to school. I go to college. I attend classes. I study English." They don't need to explain everything in detail. Simple sentences are enough to communicate.
Yes, and people can also talk about breaks during work or study. For example, I can say, "I have lunch at 1 p.m. I talk with my friends. I drink tea during my break." These small details make the conversation more natural.
Absolutely. When beginners talk about work or study, they should remember one thing. Simple information is more powerful than long sentences. Even 2 or 3 sentences are enough to explain this part of the day clearly.
Lena, let's move to the evening now. Many people feel relaxed in the evening after a long day. How can beginners talk about their evening routine in English?
You're right, Paul. The evening is usually a relaxing time for most people. Beginners can start with sentences like, "In the evening, I come back home. I take some rest. I sit with my family." These sentences are very common and easy to use. After that, they can talk about what they do for relaxation. For example, "I watch TV. I use my phone. I talk with my parents. I help my family." They can also talk about hobbies or free time activities. For example, I go for a walk. I listen to music. I read a book. I play games. These sentences show how they spend their evening in a simple way.
That sounds very natural. I can say something like, in the evening I play sports. Sometimes I watch movies. Sometimes I relax at home. Even with these simple sentences, people can understand my daily routine.
Exactly, Paul. When beginners use easy words and short sentences, their English sounds natural and confident. The goal is not perfect English. The goal is clear communication.
Now let's talk about the night routine, Lena. Many people relax at night after a long day, right? How can beginners explain what they do at night in English?
Yes, Paul. The night routine is usually a time to relax and get ready for bed. It's the end of the day, and people want to unwind and prepare for sleep. For beginners, it's very easy to talk about the night. They can start with simple sentences like, I have dinner. I eat my dinner at 7 p.m. I cook dinner with my family. These are very easy sentences that show what people do at night. After dinner, you can talk about how you relax. For example, I use my phone. I watch some videos on YouTube. I listen to music. These sentences are very common in evening routines.
Yes, and you can also talk about when you go to bed, which is an important part of the night routine.
Exactly. You can say, I go to bed at 10 p.m. I sleep at 11 p.m. Or, I sleep late at night. These sentences help complete your daily routine story from morning until night.
Yes, and this really helps learners speak for a longer time in English. When you explain your daily routine, you can speak about many parts of your day using these simple sentences.
Definitely. The more you practice speaking about your daily routine, the more natural it will become for you.
Lena, now that we've discussed each part of the day, can you give a full example of a daily routine? I think it would really help beginners to hear a complete example.
Of course, Paul. Here's a simple example of my daily routine. I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I have breakfast and go to work. I work in an office and have lunch at 1 p.m. In the evening, I come back home and watch TV. At night, I have dinner and go to bed at 11 p.m.
That's a perfect example for beginners, Lena. You use simple sentences, and it's easy to understand. I think listeners can really connect with that. Now let me give my example. I wake up early in the morning. I read the news and drink tea. I go to work and teach students. In the evening, I relax and watch movies. At night, I sleep early.
See, Paul? Even though our examples are different, they are still very clear and simple. By using short sentences, we can describe our entire day easily.
Exactly, Lena. And the great thing is, even beginners can use this format. It doesn't matter if you're talking about work, school, or just daily tasks. Simple sentences are the key to clear communication. Now it's your turn to practice, listeners. Think about your own daily routine. Start with the morning, then move on to the afternoon, evening, and night. Try to make simple sentences, just like the ones we used. Remember, small steps lead to big progress.
Yes, exactly, Paul. It's not about speaking perfectly. It's about practicing every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You can practice speaking in front of a mirror or even record your voice on your phone. Listening to your own voice can help you notice areas where you can improve.
Yes, recording yourself is a great way to practice. And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process. They help you understand what needs improvement.
Exactly. When you make mistakes, you are learning and growing. That's how you build confidence in your English speaking.
Speak slowly. Use easy words. Be confident and don't rush.
Yes, confidence is the most important thing. Believe in yourself and trust that every day you will get better.
And remember, English improves with daily practice. Even 5 minutes of practice each day will make a big difference over time.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast today. We hope this episode helped you talk about your daily routine in English.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning English.
See you in the next episode. Bye.